All right, so the other day I went to the Apple Store and that was the worst experience of my life. Not so much customer service or anything, everything went smoothly until we realized that when I went in, we were trying to get me the iPhone 17 Pro. Now, mind you, I had the 15 Pro and it was running fine. My dad, on the other hand, still had the iPhone 12 Pro, and that phone was really getting to the grave. It was working fine in a way. The only problems he had was charging. The lightning port didn't want to work some of the time, and I think over time, water damage, dust damage, these receiver, that top speaker wasn't as, working 100%. It was starting to get very, very low. I could barely hear. Now, I I will say I am a little bit deaf, so there's that. I could notice a difference. Now, I don't know at the same time if it was just I'm so used to my iPhone 15 Pro that when I go back to that iPhone 12, it's just so much different. Needless to say, I definitely think that there was a problem of some sort. Went there, said what we needed, that we wanted new phones, whatever. Then it was time to do the backups, and he didn't have a backup. The last backup he did was from 2022, and that was, I believe at the time, he had an iPhone 8. So we had to go. We couldn't even do the backups there. It would take too long. The store was going to close. So next day, I did the backups at home. Thought everything had gone smoothly. It didn't. My backup went fine. I'm all backed up, but his wasn't. And when setting up that new phone, I somehow thought everything was all set. eSIM was transferred because you guys know iPhone 12 Pro still had the SIM card, but from iPhone 14, I think, up, there's eSIM. So I had to do all that, but everything was all set. And then all of a sudden, it says SOS on the top. And I'm like, okay, you told me everything's all set, but the eSIM's not here. What the heck's going on? Back to another Apple store. We didn't even go to the same one because we had spent so much time over there that we didn't even want to go back and say, hey, we're having this problem. So we ended up going to another Apple store. Everything. I had done my research. I had talked to people on Genius Bar. I even chatted with Cricket, our mobile carrier. I kid you not, on Sunday, I went to the Apple store. They got me right away. Talked to somebody. They didn't know exactly how to solve the situation, so they asked this younger girl that was there, and she was just like, "Oh yeah, I know what the problem is. Let me see your phone." Okay. Takes the phone, clicks buttons. Here you go, all set. Now you can sign into Apple ID, because that was the other thing. I couldn't even sign into the Apple ID because it needed a code from my dad's number that was deactivated. So I had no way of doing that. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do now? So that's when I went to that other Apple store, and I kid you not, I was there for like 5 minutes, not even. And she did what she had to do, and everything was all set. Moral of this story, this crazy story, make sure you have a backup before you transfer to a new phone, especially if you're transferring eSIM to eSIM, which most of us are now. And make sure that you have it. I would even go on to say, make sure you have it on a pen or something. Because honestly, if you don't have it in the cloud, then at least you'll have at least the pictures and stuff, contacts or whatever. You can do that manually, but at least the pictures and the videos and stuff like that, put that onto your computer, onto your tablet, whatever. I actually have a video that I show you guys how to save things from your phone to a pen drive. I'll link that video down in the description. But yeah, I mean, this was the most insane thing that has ever happened to us. Honestly, I do not think that I mean, listen, I'm not going to make any promises because I'm the same guy that said that I'm not going to upgrade from the 13 Pro to the 15 Pro, and I did, so, or the 15 Pro to the 17 Pro, but do your backup, make sure you have it somewhere, in like multiple places, because you just never know what's going to happen, and if you're ever locked out of your account for whatever reason, use support chats. There are support chats out there if you don't want to leave your house and go to an Apple store or whatever store that is, because honestly, this could happen to anybody, not just to Apple people. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think of my crazy story in the comment section down below. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.